All right, hello everyone, and welcome to week 7 of the multi-category tournament 2020 for the Super Metroid Randomizer tournament. I am Apsy Duck, and I'm joined today by Kevin S. What is going on?
Well, Duck, it's really great to be here with you. This is very late night for me, but it may be early for somebody else. So we're going to make sure we help add some good color here and give everybody a great show. We have Ruya versus Vibrant Colors, and this is a 4-2 match. So whoever wins this match has a chance to join the play-in race to make the playoffs, and whoever doesn't will be eliminated from the tournament. And Duck, I think you and I have a 4-2 match to settle here pretty soon.
We do. We've both had issues this week, so we're doing it async. We'll leave it at that. But yeah, this week, so it is random start. You can see us starting in Green Bryn start here. There's a bunch of different options, but for this race, we're in Green Bryn. Besides that, we got full countdown, we got area shuffle, we have boss shuffle. I've referred to this mode this week as just the yes settings. Just everything is turned on. Area randomized, all the areas can link to any place. Full countdown, it shows you how many items are left in each area. And boss shuffle is I assume anyone's watched this tournament, it's pretty standard. Just the bosses can be shuffled between the 4 locations. So, and it does determine things like if wreck ship can be on. So generally, an early wreck ship play is not really advisable in a boss randomizer. But Green Bryn is pretty. It's man, I was actually so we did have a random start early in the tournament, where like Green Bryn felt pretty similar to like a ship start, but this is area randomizer, so you can go anywhere. But green is a pretty strong place to start in. This is usually in area randomizers. This is one of the first places you really want to go to, because it's not heated, it's not underwater, and there's a fair amount of items here, so it's a nice place to start. It will make criteria pretty loaded. With random start, also the suit restrictions don't exist, so we could have a suit here in Green Bryn, we can have a suit in criteria. So a lot of, like I said, this is the yes mode. This is the week of yes. So
yeah, and we got a very interesting juxtaposition of runners here. Ruya, very well known for GT Classic, Max Percent GT, very well known for excellent any percent and very crisp and amazing movement. Vibrant Colors, much more familiar, much more of a rando player than Ruya, so it's kind of like has been said in chat and one of the other races in the commentaries, is kind of like the battle of execution versus randomizer experience. So this could make for a really interesting play. Like you even noticed at the beginning of Green Bryn, Ruya was deciding, should I check this transition? Should I go into the early supers room? What should I do? Colors is already making their way through, but both runners with super missiles, with power bombs, probably looking to see if they can pick up a couple more of these majors that we could find here in Green Bryn. But even though it says Green Bryn, that also includes the Pink Bryn area as well. So these checks that Colors is making make a lot of sense, and we have everything we need to every check except for Waterway in Pink Bryn Stars. So this is really very heavy on majors, very heavy on minors. A really good location to start. Far less trolly than what we have seen in a lot of races so far.
You almost slipped up there, didn't you? Yeah, like I said, Colors is a very, very strong runner, but I think she would fully admit that Ruya has her beat on execution. But again, this is the randomizer mode. Colors is a strong runner too, so Ruya is not going to be able to blow her doors off or anything. And this just being so random that it's just going to come down to choices, who makes the best decisions. She's definitely strong enough to hold her own, but she is going to have to go divert a bit from what Ruya is doing, but with it being again so random, we're likely to see different choices. We've even seen some minor different decisions here. I do like the scout by Ruya. I think an area randomizer information is very, very valuable, very strong. So I mean, the elevator, he kind of knew he was going to be priced into 2 elevators there, which is a pretty big time commitment, but I think it's worth it for the info. If this was light, maybe a little less so, because you sort of know where that's going to be going. But in full area, you gotta check all the doors.
Yeah, and we have one of our fellow rando runners, tournament runners unfamiliar with the buff Kirby sprite. This is love it or hate it. It's very interesting, and there's been a mention of the pants right now, and I'm just gonna say, if we happen to find any suits in this seed, which hopefully at some point we will, just remember pants. That's all I'm gonna say.
Lord almighty.
I can't. I am not a fan of the sprites. I'm just not.
I got to commentate a race on a different stream, and I was able to more openly express my thoughts about Buff Kirby there. I'll leave it at that.
But you know what? It's funny anyways. But we got a nice charge beam pickup there from Colors and a screw attack pickup from Ruya. So pretty nice stuff you want to see early on. Screw attack will help you with lower Norfair. So that's definitely an item that you like to see early on. Colors going to do a nice power bomb placement here to conserve some power bombs, break open this charge beam area. Nice space jump pickup, and that's also going to open up for spore spawn. So Colors is going to want to make sure that she keeps at least a power bomb to get out of the spore spawn location.
Yeah, early screw attack's pretty good. Screw attack's one of the things I like to. I sort of treat it as a activator for lower Norfair hell runs. Not in logic or anything, but it does allow you to skip lower Norfair, and the hell runs are a lot easier in the inner randomizers because you can potentially backdoor a lower Norfair. Now, it's full area randomizer, so it's not like in light area it's guaranteed you can do it. In full area, it's possible that backdoor leads to a crate or something that's a one-way, and it might not actually be possible, but it's generally pretty likely that it's okay. So especially finding a screw attack this early, I definitely would be considering gobbling up the majors. I didn't see what Colors saw there at Gauntlet.
I don't know, but I don't like Color. I saw high jump boots, but I don't like Colors.
I think it was.
Yeah, I don't like Colors not picking up those 2 power bombs after killing those beat times. I know the ship is up there, but no, I like power bombs.
Nah, I think it's fine. She's gonna hit the ship, and go through the gauntlet to get those high jump boots. So this is fine.
Oh, and screw attack, so that's not bad.
Yeah, screw attack, and she's got the power bombs. So I think the ship's coming here, and you definitely want the ship save. Area randomizer with the ship save is important just as a save. So you can't really justify skipping it. I guess maybe you could have picked up those power bombs, and you kind of want to loop back around anyways. Maybe that's I don't know, pretty minor. So she's fine.
Yeah, I'm not sure with 3 majors. I'm not sure if I would have tried to check 230 first, but I guess Colors can always go there after visiting the ship, and then maybe shoot down Old Mother Brain. 3 majors in criteria, having screw attack, gonna definitely go through Gauntlet for sure to pick up those high jump boots. And it looks like Ruya is going to follow on the same path Colors is. Ruya deciding to check another portal, which, as you said earlier, knowledge is really good. I'm kind of more like that in full area. I'm going to go out of my way to check portals more so than I would in light area. Light area, you're going to get a chance to kind of deduce where some things are, and I kind of feel like you spend more time in a variety of areas in full rando because you can't make that deduction of, this portal must be here because I've already seen these other 2 in this area. So knowledge is power. Knowledge is really good, and I think that's a wise play, and I'm pretty sure we're going to see Gauntlet by both of our runners, especially after Ruya figures out that it's going to be high jump boots back there. And
in full countdown, I actually don't. Since this is the first thing that you've seen in criteria, I wouldn't even bother with the scout because you're gonna go through Gauntlet. You just are. Because even if there's nothing back here, you're probably going to want to see this mid item. So I think just skipping the scout here is probably better in this mode, but I understand.
Yeah, because, true, especially with 3 items.
You're not going to go down yet, right? With the way where they came in, it's you're doing Gauntlet first. You just, you are. I don't think there's another option. You're not going to go down first.
Which Ruya is doing. So we'll see if Ruya decides to do all the do all the criteria checks down south and then make his way up to townside.
I'm guessing this is
power bomb grab.
Just the 230 into BT first. But we'll see.
So, Colors knew exactly what she wanted. Gonna skip out on those missiles, which I don't know that I would have because it's a very easy to reach missile pack, and I don't know. I want to get at least 25 or 30 missiles if I have charge beam and at least that many supers. So
I like picking up miners until I'm at 30. Honestly, until I find charge and Varia. If I have charge and Varia and a good beam, then I'll stop picking up miners. But before that, I like 30. Because again, you can potentially do those hell runs, right? And you just want some extra missiles. And missiles are actually pretty important for the Lower Norfair hell run because things down there don't really like dropping missiles. So what you come down with is pretty much like if you have 30 missiles, that means you can do 3 crystal flashes, and that's kind of it.
Yeah, I
you
think in full
you can get some
areas-
from drilling stuff, but it's just luck, and like you don't really want to be relying on that.
Yeah, full area, I think it's a really good play to plan for crystal flash damage because there's no, unless you get like a Lower Norfair start or something like that, Varia is not, not like a guaranteed thing. If you get a Lower Norfair start, Varia is a guaranteed thing. So it's really, I think it's totally worth it in this mode to plan for crystal flashes until you don't have to worry about it. And, so that 30-30-30 is pretty good. And looks like this seed is pretty generous with the minor items so far. We already have 2 power bomb packs and we're just 10 minutes in, a healthy amount of supers and some good availability of missiles, good firepower, screw attack. So with these E-tanks, our runners are going to be feeling pretty strong. High jump is a very powerful movement item. I think it's good that Colors has space jump right now, and I don't know that Ruya is going to get it anytime soon. So I think that's really going to help Colors keep pace with Ruya right now.
You heard it here, folks. Here first, folks. Space jump good. Hot analysis coming in. You can't get anywhere else. That's almost as good as my comment earlier this season where I said winning is good. Like that's the hot commentary.
It's space jump is just way more powerful in a randomizer than it is in the vanilla game, I think, for what you need to do to beat a seed. It allows you to traverse over the moat much easier. You don't need to worry about a CWJ or any kind of bomb jump if you happen to have bombs. Space jump can really help you out to avoid having to do a lava dive if you find your way with a gravity suit. And way easier to navigate through Meridia if you happen to have that gravity suit and space jump. So yeah, it's a speedy thing and good power in a rando. And nice spacer pickup from Ruya that will help offset some missiles for hell runs and stuff. If we happen to do hell runs, I think Spacer is a great beam for that.
Yes, I mean Spacer's. I mean, if you didn't have screw attack, I'd say Spacer's horrible for LN, but like because you really need something to deal with the key hunters, and it's screw or.
I was thinking more upper Norfair hell runs, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, lower Norfair, you're looking for plasma, absolutely. Screw attack is definitely good there. Color's skipping that power bomb pack. Yeah, I would have grabbed it.
Yeah,
but again,
like
I'm sorry, Ruya. Yeah, that was Ruya. My bad.
It's pretty bad to get him confused when it's a Kirby.
It's just, I don't know.
Interesting that Ruya didn't grab those high jump boots earlier too. Like, I mean, what if this was Lower Norfair, or not Lower Norfair, but Upper Norfair, and he wanted to be here, and then he's just going to leave the high jump boots up there? Like,
I mean, Ruya is the GT Classic world record holder with bootless lava dive. So
I don't care how good you are without boots.
No,
boots
I don't agree with the choice at all. I'm just saying.
I'm not besmirching his ability to play without them. I'm just like, it's like in A Link to the Past, but I'm like, yeah, I want the boots. Like, they make you go fast.
Well, I'm not gonna argue with the mind of Ruya. I'm with you. I wouldn't make
I will.
Play, but he's probably going up right now to get the high jump boots. Probably wanted to do a full check down there. I love this climb that Ruya does. Just Ruya's movement, even with that Kirby sprite, is just out of control.
It's more impressive with the Kirby sprite, just because.
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at those down grabs on those ledges. Those ledge grabs are insane.
Yeah, I mean, my main point was, if like we've already seen the two big areas that are not Hell Run, and that's not heated or they're not underwater, which is Green Brim and Criteria. So like the next big area we're looking for really is Upper Norfair, and like you want your high jump boots for that. And if Upper Norfair was down at the bottom of Criteria, like I think you got to stay there, and at that point he just would have abandoned his high jump boots. So that's why it's kind of questionable to come down here first. He got bailed out, certainly, that it was just I think it was West Meridia, and can't really do anything there yet. So
that's true, but also those high jump boots can make up for not having space jump, as well, because Ruya is going to be, at a movement item deficit. I'd be surprised if he doesn't go pick up those high jump boots right now. And yeah, Upper Norfair is a really great place you want to go. There's a lot of portals there. Are there 6 or 5? There's quite a lot of portals in Upper Norfair.
1, 2, 5.
5. So Upper Norfair, Red Brinstar is another one that has a significant number of portals. So those are great locations you kind of want to find early on.
I think the biggest just like demonstration of just like how powerful space and high jump is that like Ruya is again undeniable. Like, and this isn't anything against Colors. Ruya is so good, undeniably has the execution advantage here, and Colors is just ahead right now because she picked up space and she's picked up high jump, so she's been able to just go through these areas faster. I guess Ruya is a little bit ahead, but like again, Colors is just going to be moving so much faster through all of this. Yeah, and just Ruya made one fall here. You know, this is definitely a trick that's easily in his wheelhouse, but falls and loses a couple seconds, and Colors is going to be able to blitz right through here. So, leaving a ton of time on the table here by not having these items.
Having that grapple beam there is gonna, really help speed things up a little bit for Ruya. And I'm a big grapple fan, so I like seeing grapple beam early, especially if we encounter Dragon, which Colors having high jump boots and Ruya not. If that was a scenario that went on there, then Colors would have a much easier exit without a gravity suit from Dragon. But Ruya second guessing, maybe deciding to go get those high jump boots, and this is a really good area for Colors. A lot of portals, a lot of areas to check. Go ahead, Doc. This is a good portal check too for Ruya.
The issue with
Colors did this one.
Yeah, the issue with finding grapple right there. So you have grapple and high jump. So your Spidey senses should be going off. That suitless might be a thing now.
Yeah,
those are 2 big suitless items. So yeah, Ruby's just gonna leave high jump. I mean, a lot of times it'll happen to me where I have like all the suitless stuff and I'm like, oh, time for suitless. And it's just like, well, it's not. There's gravity's just right there. So, I mean, maybe we'll get the bailout, but if suitless is required, Colors has a huge advantage right now, honestly, because those high jump boots are going to be on the moon. Now, it may be possible to do whatever high jump or suitless shenanigans you need without high jump. Like, I mean, technically right now, we just saw that front Meridia entrance. We could get to Dragon and kill Dragon. It'd be very slow and very not fun, but it's doable.
Well, the other thing is, they actually, they can't, they don't have a way to get through Batu, right? Well, I guess they could do a suitless Crystal Flash. We have seen.
I said it was dumb, to be fair.
I mean, it is kind of dumb, but geez, I mean, this would be a point to go. But I think that knowledge for Ruya is actually really good. Colors, I do not believe, check that portal. And if he doesn't know where East Meridia is, I always find like East Meridia is a very tough area to find. And I don't know. I think that knowledge is really, really good for Ruya. And finding really Wreck Ship right here, I would just go check it right now.
I like this check. Really Colors is in what I call 3 out of 4 mode, where she can kill 3 out of the 4 bosses. She's really close to being able to kill a Ridley too. We're hoping for not a Ridley. Okay, we got a Kraid. So yeah, I think this Wreck Ship play makes sense. 3 out of 4 for both of them with that grapple beam.
Pays off nice too, because there's no items there. So if it's not a boss you can kill, I mean, at least you know what boss is there.
Yeah, and with area, you could always just find back of Wreck Ship later to be able to clear this area out. It's 0 items. Yeah, you definitely items. Yeah, you definitely just come and kill right now. Really realizing you do need to save, because if it is Ridley, you are pretty screwed.
I mean, this is what Colors needs.
Actually have killed a Ridley if he was at full supers. Ruya, I'm sure can do a 4+1, no problem.
Not having high jump boots will make it significantly harder. Ruya second guessing to save and just, I guess, deciding to go for it. But this is where you can see Colors' randomizer experience paying off. So I think this is really good for Colors right now. Ruya kind of seeming to not quite have a plan. I don't mean that in a harsh way. Took a big gamble. Probably just decided we're going to make this happen. But this is good for both of the runners to find Kraid here. So if they end up in Kraid's warehouse later, they'll have access to that item. Which if Kraid has any, majors there, that would be helpful. Oh no, Kraid has none. Kraid has none. That's terrible. I didn't notice that before.
Yeah, the 0/0 is pretty good.
If I'm Colors right now, Oh God, no, I'm not doing Suitless Meridia yet. I love Suitless Meridia, but East Meridia, that entrance is pretty good. But I'm thinking the same thing I said before. Batoon, getting through Batoon. So Color's going to check through Red Bryn, probably go down to the Spazer check, go see what portal we have at the. We got a couple portals there we can check in the tube, and yeah, good checks by Colors. Colors is flying. This is a very, very good race for her so far. See if she can keep Ruya at bay. I think we're going to find... I think Colors is going to check X-Ray. Do you think? I would.
She has
you
space
have
jump.
one major. You have 2 locations left, Space Jump and Screw. I mean, there's no way I wouldn't check X-Ray right now.
Yeah, I mean, with Space and Screw Attack, there's 0 chance you don't check this. This is literally the easiest
I don't know.
check
I mean,
I've ever
runners
seen.
skip crazy things all the time.
Yeah,
Woo.
runners do crazy things all the time, and we call those mistakes. So, like, I'm just gonna leave it at that. If that's...
This is why I love Duck. Duck just tells the truth, just spews knowledge.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you could try to make a play here, and like just because Spazer is faster, just be like, I'm gonna go just hope it's Spazer and check that, and try to like tactically save 20 seconds. But I feel like that's a pretty bad play. But sure,
I would agree. Yeah, I mean, if you didn't have grapple or space jump, it's worth going and checking Spazer first, I think. But with this loadout, you'd be nuts. And unfortunately for Colors, that is nothing but a time waste. So, Derp, I heard that too. I didn't call it out, but yeah.
I'm pretty sure Glove's out there trying to sleep too. I told them I tried to give him the ASMR stream, and I just went back to my normal yelling. So,
it's
fun
hard
trying to sleep,
stay...
Glove.
I commentated an RBO race. We were trying to do ASMR, and then it got too exciting about 40 minutes in, and I'm like, I can't do this. I have to shout. This is nuts. Oh boy, Ruya. You gonna check this portal?
Yeah, forgetting about this door. I do this all the time too. I'm like, yeah, I can do this cool moonfall screw attack, and then like I just go right by the door. I'm like, oh right, like the door.
You can really tell, I think, a lot of the vanilla players from the rando players, just how some of our just rote ingrained movement just kind of shows up. And we got a nice was that an X-ray pickup from Vibrant Colors, so we have the potential for microwaving. All we need is a plasma beam. I mean, I guess you could do it with a lesser beam, but it wouldn't be as effective.
No, you can't even do it with a lesser beam. It just doesn't work.
Oh, is that true? Okay.
Yeah, the beam just gets eaten up on the first hit, right? It's not. You need to use the piercing.
That's true. I'm just hoping Colors gets it so she can microwave some pirates in Lower Norfair.
Yeah. Where was Space Jump? That Ruya missed it, by the way?
I don't remember.
Wasn't it just like... It was just like in Pink Brinstar, wasn't it?
Yeah, it seemed like it was like right there.
Yeah,
like
as that charge.
Charge beam, and that's kind of a crazy place to not check. And
oh, he was low on PB. Yeah, that's actually... So, we missed that little detail, but that's Colors... maybe a Rano Vanish coming in, just really knowing those checks and being able to manage power bombs a little bit better, allowed her to get that check. So yeah, that's just a random thing because in speedruns you just know where your drops are, you know what your counts are. In random, you have to think ahead a little bit more. So
this is a really good play.
That might be the race here, honestly.
I think this is a good. It could be. I think this is a good portal for Colors to find right in Upper Norfair where you want to be. You have 3 item checks you can do at high jump boots. You have 2 items that you can do. You got ice. You have crumble shaft. You got a nice wave beam pickup right there. So I think this is a really good portal, and I'd say I would give Colors quite a significant advantage right now, just based on her movement items and just kind of the lack of hesitation and just kind of just going with it. Looks like Ruya's maybe being a little too, I guess, thoughtful. I don't know. Just kind of not. Just seems like waffling quite a bit. And I don't mean to be too critical, but there is a difference there between the runner's movement and how they. You can see that Colors is clearly more comfortable with the seed.
Yeah, if the funny thing is, if Colors actually had checked the East Meridia portal early on, she would basically be Dragon not being vanilla plus Avaria away from go mode. Because
I would
we
do
know
that,
where Lower
honestly.
North, we know where all the bosses are. She would have seen East Meridia. We've seen Lower Norfair, right? And we've seen Turian. So, like, and as long as she could get through Botwoon either with a Dragon Kill or a Crystal Flash or something, like, Varia would basically be go mode for her. So, yeah, that little bit of knowledge may actually come out to be pretty important.
Do it, Colors.
Yeah,
Colors
I
needs
think you got to
power
do this
bombs.
without a suit yet.
Yeah, but she also needs to farm power bombs, because if she gets her Crystal Flash ammo up, then it makes the Ice and Crumble Shaft a better check for her. She looks like maybe she was worried about it because of her energy. It's the only thing I could think. And then, you know, I would want to go through, with that many E-Tanks and Space Jump, Screw Attack, high jump boots, Colors can get through Cathedral pretty easily in Rising Tide. And, you know, pretty much where Ruya, how did Ruya get in Bubble Mountain? I didn't even notice that. That actually
really
might be good for Ruya, because I'm thinking Varia's suit might be here, or Gravity suit. I'm thinking we're going to find a suit up here.
Yeah, suit's got to be somewhere around here.
Now, Colors could still find it down in Grapple and Cosine Room, or Indiana Jones, but I have a feeling we're going to find a suit somewhere in Upper North.
Oh, I did misspeak. We need to find Kraid's area. I saw Kraid and I was double counting it, but we don't know where Kraid's room is, which will have a different boss.
I like it sometimes, like, you ever get Kraid and, like, lower, you know, you go through Lower Norfair and then you do reverse amphitheater and you get Kraid and then you got to go back all the way through, all the way through Lower Norfair. So this is going to be interesting. So we have Ruya and Colors both in different parts of Upper Norfair. Colors taking out Croc, and then I'm certain she's going to go and check out the Kraid's Mouth transition. We'll see what Ruya happens to find here, and then you know, hopefully Colors will get some power bombs.
Oh, she's got the orbs to farm.
Bombs is good. We're getting our crystal. We're getting our if we get a gravity suit, Crystal Flash and a Batoon.
Yeah, so there's only one more item in Upper Norfair we don't know about. They each got one. Wave and bombs, so it feels like one of these two runners is about to run into a suit.
Nice gate glitch by Colors.
Like, yeah, we haven't... Yeah, pretty much everything we haven't been to requires a suit. I don't think there's another... Yeah, there's not another area, and we don't have any items hanging. Because we cleared out Criteria, we cleared out Green Bryn. I don't think there was anything hanging at Wave.
Well, you know what?
Plasma, that's good.
East Meridia could definitely be in Logic, because they don't need to do Batoon. They can do the Sand Pits.
That's true.
And if Ruya doesn't have high jump boots, and that's required, he's kind of screwed.
That's also true.
So the implications of not getting high jump boots, if Upper Norfair is, you know, a bust for suits, that could really be bad for Ruya, because he won't have high jump boots for you know, suitless Meridia. But Colors does not yet know where East Meridia is. Now, there is one more entrance into East Meridia that she can find. But Ruya already knows where that one is. Where,
I'm pretty sure
you know, where Batoon is. And if you don't kill Dragon, I don't think you can't get through there anyways.
I think going through that door without a suit's not in Logic, though.
Okay.
But it's doable.
Yeah, it's doable with high jump boots, right?
High jumper, I've done it with
and space
and ice. Yeah. So I wouldn't recommend doing that, but it's certainly possible.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you don't want to go Cack Alley without grab. That's now that I got.
Oh, well, Cack Alley without grab, I think is impossible. I try to come up with a very meme.
No, I can't figure out how to do
bomb jump, but I'm pretty sure it's impossible.
Either way, you want to make sure you have what you need to get through Suitless Meridia, because it can be brutal. So we're gonna give Ruya's gonna check. Hopefully the wave beam. I don't know. I would check the wave beam item before I do this transition, especially with 2 more items left in Upper Norfair.
Yeah, you can get a suit, or even just getting E-Tank here to allow you to check it easily. This, honestly, these Upper Norfair hull runs without a suit in area is, well, there's grab.
There you go.
Womp
and Ruya knows where East Meridia is.
Yeah, Colors that pretty much
back out of ice.
I think that kills the entire advantage that Colors had built up to this point, because we were saying, like, it was looking pretty likely that maybe we would have a suitless Meridia thing, but the thing is, Ruya is the only one with that East Meridia knowledge, and Ruya's the one with the suit right now, while Colors is still kind of filling this stuff in. Now, Ruya will probably try to clear out Upper Norfair to get the last suit, or the last item as well. So that's still some time. I wouldn't be surprised if Ruya actually skips Croc, though. So that might be a bunch of time. Just the one item, he already has the suit, already has charge. Maybe a little bit more interested in skipping Croc, at least for now.
So doing the clutch crystal flash there, I wasn't worried about it. But yeah, that's finding that gravity suit is very, very good for Ruya, and also lucky enough to have, you know, full reserves to be able to take care of, you know, at least get to the point where he could do a crystal flash. Gonna get a check of this portal right now. But yeah, that's very big for Ruya and very bad for colors.
I believe the pause if you're going to Crystal Flash is because it's rando, and sometimes you don't know exactly how much reserves you have. So I understand that. Yeah, I think it was just a. Let me double check my reserves are full. I've definitely been in that situation.
Yeah, same thing. I actually don't trust my reserves at all. I've been burned in RBO too many times. You know, so I want to make sure I have enough energy. So I probably would have popped it a little earlier just to make sure I can crystal flash. But anyways, you know, no problems right now. We're gonna check this Croc transition down here, or this Ruya's gonna farm. We know what the Croc transition is. We've seen it. So I think Ruya is gonna head to East Meridia right now, or well, not gonna have enough energy to check Chronic Boost. And well, it still has Crystal Flash ammo. Could check the Chronic Boost connection, but
I think he saw Chronic Boost already. I seem to remember him going over there. I forget what it was though.
Oh, okay.
I think Chronic Boost led to some other door from Red Tower or something, because like I think I saw him pop out and then run back in.
Oh, duh, the Nutella refill. Jeez, I run RBO. How'd I forget about that? Jesus.
Yeah, that's important there.
But anyways, I would expect that Ruya is gonna go and find. Oh no, no, Ruya hasn't checked the high jump boots location yet. I forgot. Colors is the one that did that. So I guess it's going to be a race for East Meridia for Ruya, and then we'll see where Colors goes after this.
Yeah, I assume.
Kind of curious.
I mean, at this point, Ruya can kill all 4 bosses. Ruya is not worried about a Ridley at all at Meridia. You don't want to try to do a hell run and then Ridley ends up being in Lower Norfair right now. That's certainly not good. But Ridley being at Dragon that one's cake. Ruya's got a ton of supers. There's even a health refill right before that boss. So Ruya's going to have 0 issues with the Ridley. So yeah, I think rushing East Meridia here makes the most sense. I don't remember if there were items there. We saw the item count. If it was 0, then maybe you don't rush it. The other option would be West Meridia, which we've also seen, and I also don't remember the item count in. So we'll see. But Ruya's definitely heading to one of those 2 locations right now.
Yeah, it's almost a shame we've already seen all the major items.
Ruya looked like Ruya was going to skip, and it does decide to skip. Yeah, I think this makes sense here. There is a Lower Norfair portal not too far from this door, right?
Colors, why didn't you pick up bombs? That's your. Why would you skip that?
I've learned not to skip things in this. I've even skipped like X-ray or grapple, and like 5 minutes later, I'm like, man, I wish I had grapple. Like there's so many like weird side cases that they're useful for. I've learned, especially early on, like when you're not in go mode. Like if you're in go, fine, skip X-ray, and like you've already killed Dragon. But
yeah, we have a lot of power
bombs,
which is great. But you know, if you have to crystal flash into Batoon, if that you can't. It's. I mean, I can't without bombs. And gravity.
It's so much easier with bombs, yeah.
Well, think about Metroid rooms. You know, you might need to bop some Metroids off you if you find ice or something. I don't know. I think bombs this early on is an ill-advised skip.
Well, not only that, but just bombs helps your power bomb management a ton. Just like in Lower Norfair and stuff, sometimes you need to use a lot of power bombs, and if you have bombs, you just have to worry about farming power bombs less.
Yeah.
Because it's not necessarily just your max; it's how much you have.
Well, either way, we'll see how it plays out.
If I had to skip one, I'd skip bombs over high jump. That's fair, but so.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna say Ruya's ahead. I'm not really gonna. I think it's much more. even now. I'd say colors was ahead before, but I think it's a little bit more even now. But it's all going to depend on, you know, who finds Varia first, and if you know, if colors finds Varia and has some good routing, and Ruya just happens to be far away from it. I don't know. It's just going to be interesting to see where colors goes without having that East Meridian knowledge.
At this point, I put Ruya ahead just because I think that knowledge
Movement.
is. No, not even. Well, I mean, partly movement, but like, even if you ignore that, I think just the knowledge of East Meridia is actually pretty strong here. And West Meridia is 0, so it's got to be there. Had to be an item in East Meridia. It almost has to be Varia, right? Like, I
would think so, but so here's the thing: is we don't know what other portals there are. You know, colors could be here and find crates.
But whatever others have we not seen?
Colors could. Well, we haven't seen crates lair. Colors could also find the. Oh, have we?
We saw crate. Crate was 0.
Oh yeah, for items, but I'm talking about transitions. My bad.
Well, I'm saying like the next item has to lead to something, to an area we haven't been to yet, and the only thing that's left is Lower Norfair. So there has to be Varia has to be East Meridia, unless I'm missing something. There's no other areas we can get to that we haven't we haven't cleared out. Wreckship 0. We cleared out Brinstar. We cleared out Criteria. We cleared out Red Tower. We've cleared out Upper Norfair. West Meridia 0. So it's got to be East Meridia is at least one item. It has to be Varia, and that's go mode.
Yep. I'm just wondering.
But we need to find Kraid.
Yes.
So that is one thing. We have to find Kraid's area.
Yeah, if Colors finds the other transition to East Meridia and ends up making it there before Ruya finds the transition he knows about, because we haven't seen where any of these West Meridia portals go to, or we haven't seen where Crabshaft goes to. I don't think.
No, we've seen 2 West Meridia portals, but I don't believe we've seen this one.
All right, it's not going to be East Meridia.
There's Kraid. Okay, that is actually huge. So West Meridia is required to go to. So I think that evens it back up. Actually, now they're kind of even in knowledge, the relative knowledge.
Well, we'll see. For knowledge, yeah, but let's see what let's see what boss we have here. I'm kind of we're not going to get a major item, so I think you're absolutely right that East Meridia is going to be where we find the Varia suit. But let's see what boss Colors. If this is Ridley, you might want to save.
Yeah, I would have saved there.
Oh,
the problem is she's got a pretty good beam. I mean, almost full beam. Does have 30 supers, but like the fight is going to refill here. But that fight can go sideways pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Colors does have an RBO run completed, can do it. But in RBO, you'd have more tanks than this. Got charged.
Well, not really, because you refill, so you actually come down to like a little bit less than this. So, but it's Phantoon. We're fine.
No worries, no worries.
Yeah, the thing is with Color, like, she knows where terrain is, she doesn't know where East Meridia is, but she's been pretty diligent about every other portal. Like, I'm pretty sure she's seen everything in Red Tower, I think she's seen everything in Green Brinstar, and I think she's seen everything in Upper Norfair and West Meridia. So, like, I think literally the only portal she doesn't know about is the East Meridia portal. And I think
you're right.
I think that also means West Meridia or East Meridia and Wreckship are connecting to each other. So especially if she can figure that out, she knows if she just has those 3 doors, she's like, well, those 2 connect to each other, but the Criterion one's going to be fastest. So she might be okay here.
I think she's going to have to hope that Ruya gets a little bit lost. I think Ruya looks like he's looking at his notes right now or kind of thinking about where to go next. Maybe Ruya forgot where East Meridia was?
That's a possibility.
He saw it? I hope not for Ruya's sake, but definitely doing some deliberation there as far as where he's going to go with his route.
Yeah, you can really see the difference between the 2 runners, because, again, like you were commenting earlier, like Ruya just having such clean movement throughout Parlor and everything. Like, when Ruya is moving, Ruya is crushing it. The problem is Ruya also, like, is pausing a lot, where Colors is constantly moving.
Yes.
Because she knows what she's doing, she knows where to go. Like, even if she's committing to the wrong thing, she is committed to everything. She has not let go of a directional button on the controller yet, which is a good thing in Rando.
No, and she's actually, Colors is showing some very, very solid movement as well.
Yeah,
to her credit, I mean, not Ruya style, but to her credit, she's moving very well and doing a good job across here. I think You know what? This is why I think this tournament has been so incredible, and why the modes have been so exciting, is because you can have a matchup like this and it can still be very, very compelling.
Yeah, like again, when I'm saying Ruya's got it's like saying like Sidney Crosby is better than like a second line center who is also just like an amazing hockey player. Like everyone in this tournament is great. But Ruya is definitely just execution wise one of the best. So like both great runners. Yeah, nothing. Absolutely no slight against Colors intended whatsoever. She's a top tier runner in her own right.
Yeah, and putting on quite a show right here, right now. And Ruya is going to find that East Meridia transition. No, oh, that's back a wreck ship.
Okay, so she did have a green Bryn star she didn't know. Okay, so there were a couple more entrances she didn't know about, but I think there's not a lot.
This is where East Meridia was, right? Red Bryn?
No. It was where Criteria would go to Red Bryn.
Oh, that's right, yes.
So we need to get back to Criteria. So yeah, there's probably a couple doors we haven't seen because like I thought Wreck Ship was going to connect to. I don't know where the other end of Wreck Ship's actually. It might actually connect to the other end of Norfair. We've only seen one Norfair end, so that might be.
You know what else? We haven't seen back of Morph, so that might be like the Forgotten Highway entrance.
Yeah, we did.
East Meridia, or did we see back?
Yeah,
of Morph?
Ruya, because that's when I was talking when Ruya was going down. I was saying if that was Norfair, then that would have been bad because
okay,
high jump.
You're right.
Now he still ended up. I thought he was going back for a high jump. He just said nuts to high jump in general, which I wasn't expecting. But okay, you do you. Ruya going through Wreck Ship. Ruya must have forgotten where East Meridia is. I don't understand this then because I'm pretty sure this is Lower Norfair.
Oh boy. You know what? It's my first full area rando I did in Rando League, and it took me forever to just find anything. Colors has exactly what she wants right now, and Colors is going to get her Varia suit. We don't know when, but this is very good for Colors to find this portal, and very good that Ruya is not quite sure where to go.
But one's for the chat, not for the voice.
I'm so glad I stayed up for this. Like I'm pretty tired, admittedly, but this is absolutely been worth it.
Sounds like you had a rough seat earlier, huh?
There's no info, Jock.
Okay.
Don't try to pull it out of me here. So, but this is quite an awesome race. I'm having a really good time. I hope y'all are enjoying this as much as I am. I don't think I'd like to play. Well, I don't know. I don't think I'd like to play this seed. I don't know. We'll see.
She's pretty friendly, honestly.
It's not bad. I've definitely changed my tune on area. Starting to get a lot more fun. I think from spectators' perspective, it's awesome, and I'm warming up to it as a player. I don't hate it so much.
Yeah,
anymore.
I think
it's been a lot
about to. Oh right, we just saw this. Okay.
Yeah, he's following in Colors' footsteps right now.
Except
what?
Colors didn't go through.
Didn't she go through Green Bryn to get here? Green Bryn and then went through another portal?
She was in Green Bryn, found Wreck Ship, turned around. Ruya went through Wreck Ship to find this. So Ruya didn't go through Wreck Ship at all.
Wait, how's Colors gonna get to bot? She didn't take. Oh, this sucks for Colors, dude. She's gonna have to check sand pits for ice or speed. Because she can't get to Batu, and she doesn't have those bombs, so she has no chance to do the Crystal Flash Clip.
Well, you do, but I guess she doesn't know how to set it up.
I keep forgetting that there is a suitless option, but that is not something most of us know how to do or would be willing to go to in a race scenario.
So I'll give you the secret tech here and shoutouts to Stashio Cat for showing me this. I think he got it from somewhere else.
Was it the 4 shots?
The 4 shots, yeah. You unmorph right away, you short 4 times. After the 4th shot, you jump and let your power bomb. It's still definitely harder, but that timing makes it so much easier, and I've done it in races already. So.
But this is bad for Colors.
I was forgetting about.
I'd go Shack Tool. Maybe we'll find Icer Speed at Shack Tool. I don't think Colors has another option right now. And that's going to suck because Wouldn't it be crazy if Varia's suit was either at like Precious or Batoon?
Yeah, that's also
Could be Plasma too.
the fact I've put the suitless CF clip in my repertoire. Like, I always forget that like most people don't. So I'm like, yeah, just go to East Meridia. You're fine. I forget like, oh, you need other stuff too, don't you? But like, I feel like Varia has to be here, or Speed or Ice has to be here too. Like, or I mean, where's Kraid? Is Kraid the other end of Lower Norfolk? Because I'm pretty sure we've only seen one side.
I know.
Okay, there's Varia.
Colors got it.
Yeah,
but
I was
not gonna get to Batoon.
I don't. Where was I think Turian is in Red Tower, so it's not that terrible. You go down upper. It's a little extra traversal. You have to go down Lower Norfolk. You're gonna come back up, and then you can go to Turian. It's a little of extra walking, but I don't think it's terrible.
I'm very curious to see what Colors is going to do. Now, she can...
I'm more curious to see what Ryu's going to do when he gets in the same situation.
True. Well, Ruya has bombs. I wonder if Ruya knows the Crystal Flash Clip. I would not be surprised, actually, if Ruya knows the Crystal Flash Clip. But I would also not be surprised if he didn't.
Yeah, the Crystal Flash Clip is weird because, I mean, Ruya's done, like, like you say, Max GT and stuff, so, like, Ruya obviously knows, like, some of the, like, the harder and dumber tech, but, like, the Crystal Flash Clip is kind of like a rando-only thing, so it may not be something that Ruya has practiced, because, like I said, not as much of a rando player.
When I started into randos, one of the things I wanted to learn was the Crystal Flash Clip, because I was very new into it. It seemed like it saved a lot of races, like people, in funky situations that you don't have to look for, ice. If you have suit and you have bombs, I don't think it's that hard. I think this is very good for Ruya, obviously, being here, finding the boss. So that's good. But
Ruya,
what is going to do?
At this point, I feel like I'm confident in saying that Ruya needs to do the clip to win. If Ruya doesn't do the clip, I think Colors is just too far ahead at this point.
Yeah, because it looks like she's going to go to Lower Norfair. And,
she's going to Lower Norfair, she's going to find Speed or Ice, and she's going to be done.
Yeah, well, now here's the thing. Do we know how many items are in Lower Norfair? I know Ruya found Lava Dive, but I don't happen to remember how many
It's at least
items.
one.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're better at keeping track and counting. I'm a terrible tracker.
You need to be... Well, no, it's not at least one. If Kraid is at... Or, sorry, Dragon is at... Ridley, then we can get through. Also, I think no, we've seen it. Never mind. We're done. Yeah, there's two down here. So it's either Ice or Speed has to be down. I think Ice has to be. We're just out of locations now. Like we've seen everything in the game.
That is true.
So Ice or there's two things here. Ice or Speed has to be here. Because the only things we haven't seen are Ice, Speed, and Spring Ball, and we have 3 items. Two here and one in East Meridia.
Yeah.
And there's Speed. She's done.
Done. I was gonna ask if she had checked I think she only checked one of the sand pits, but yeah, with Speed right there, that's really, really big for Colors, really bad for Ruya. And I don't think, like, the way things are laid out, I don't think Red Tower was too far away from
it's not too far away. I think it's Red Tower through Green to Criteria. So it is extra walking. You would save a good bit of time by just doing the Crystal Flash.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's the end of the world here.
Boy, that was really finding
we haven't seen the other side of East Meridia, have we?
No, we haven't. So that could be at the other end of
it's back of Lower Norfair. That's the only thing we haven't seen.
Oh, and Colors.
So it's going to be a short.
Turian. Wait. Oh no, she has.
No, she
Turian,
has. She has.
Right. Okay.
So the thing to do here is to go through back of Turian, and you don't even need. No, you do need Dragon.
Back to LM, right?
And Dragon. No, Dragon does not have to be here. But in either case, she should go back of LN. If she. I'm pretty sure she's seen everything. So if she's tracked properly, or just is a savant with keeping track of everything in her head, should be able to know that and just be able to go back of LN to kind of like warp to East Meridia. So yeah, actually that Crystal Flash is I don't even think it's going to save Ruya enough time, just because you can kind of like fly back here.
No, I think this is Color's race to lose right now. Just too much.
We have seen it. Sorry, back of LN was 2.
Okay.
So
I mean, I can definitely relate to Ruya. I've been in a lot of positions like that in randos before, especially my first year playing rando, where you just, what the heck am I supposed to do? So, you know, as good as Ruya is, I'm sure he'll gain more experience over time and kind of figure this out. He just looks very unhappy, or just maybe happily enjoying swinging Buff Kirby on the. Oh God.
I'm sorry. Can someone clip Kev saying how good Ruya is while Ruya is spinning around through the guy on the grapple? That was the funniest juxtaposition I've ever seen. Yeah, this guy's really a master of the game, really put in tons of practice, just like going around and around and around.
You know, Duck, I'm something of a Super Metroid coach. So you know.
Oh, that feels like something out of like a major league or something. Just like, yeah, this guy's really a great player and everything. He's just like off, like spinning in circles in the outfield or something.
I love it.
That was great.
I mean, I don't have anything else to say about that. I'm just,
just perfect. I'm so glad that was there.
Good night, everybody.
If someone just came in, knew nothing about anything, and just heard you say that and saw that, it's like, I don't think that's correct. But no, I mean, I a ton of respect for Ruya. Ruya's again just an amazing player, but that was, we've all been there. I've been there. I have a pretty old clip of me just twirling around the mother brain or the Mama Turtle E-Tank with grapple because I didn't realize you had to let go to actually collect it. So it took me about 5 minutes to get it.
That's the kind of thing. We've all done some dumb stuff in Super Metroid. I'll tell you, I can remember my full area race in Rando League, and it was partners with Papa Schmo. And after about like 30 minutes in, I was like, Pops, I want to forfeit. This is terrible. Oh, thanks for clipping that. I love it. That's good. That's gonna be there forever now.
That's going in the clips channel. It's going right in there.
I feel like I've made it, Duck. This is my moment.
Ooh, Color's with the Color's so confident she's ahead in this race, just deciding to take this moment to practice some tech. She's actually probably she's probably actually positive she's losing. She's like, I might as well practice while I'm losing.
I know Colors does like X-ray climbing, but that was a bit much. I don't know. It's 51 minutes in. If I was Colors, I wouldn't even. I mean, I'd feel behind because I always do. But 51 minutes in, you have both suits. You have 3 bosses down. You know, she should know where. Still looking for ice, I guess.
I'm gonna go ahead and say if I was playing someone who had a world record in a fairly popular category, there's 0 chance I feel ahead no matter what. Like I don't feel ahead. I'm sorry. Like.
Not only that, but GT Classic is a very like rando friendly category with the tech you need to execute that route. So yeah, I definitely.
Sort of. You have. I'd say maybe not that. I mean, there's a couple like early tech things, but you also have literally everything for most of it. So like.
Yeah.
And rando is very much a learn how to move good without with very weird item sets. Like Ruya probably would like to have the side jump boots right about now. Especially with this trick, oof.
I'm gonna say Asdru, yes, Max GT, the true rando category, and Ruya also has the world record in that. And Ruya, doing the jack tool check here, I have never successfully been able to do this without high jump. I think I've done it with spring ball once, but Ruya bomb jumping like a pro, not gonna have a problem getting up there. And I'm guessing ice is gonna be at Shack Tool. That's my guess. Which Ruya really does not help.
It's either ice or spring ball. If it's vanilla, oh my god! If it's vanilla,
well, I mean, it would help him get into Batoon, but oh gosh, oh my god! If it's spring ball, that's going to be the ultimate insult. If I was Ruya, I'd punch Shack Tool.
I'm not rooting against Ruya, but please be vanilla spring ball.
These pants in the pants room, I love it. Chad is on fire tonight.
Yeah, but if you're new or you're wanting to get into rando racing, I think the thing to take away from this race is just like always be moving forward. Like Colors has not stopped moving forward this entire time. Even if her plan wasn't the best, even if we said like sometimes like, well, Ruya had the scout and like all the advantages that Ruya had, she just was going the entire time. When Ruya sort of like stopped and thought and got a little confused and like not moving forward is slow. Like I know we've had some big shockers this race, like Space Jump is good and Winning is good, but that ice that is good. That will let him get through.
Right where Colors is going to right now, which Colors gonna have a much quicker time with speed, but just being so far ahead, Colors is already done with lower North Air. Ruya has to do lower North Air. We know Ridley's gonna be here. Colors is gonna have to she's gonna have to die to lose this race, I think.
Yeah. Also, shout out to Colors here for I've seen some random players make this mistake where when you have Dragon dead, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna go the backdoor way. Not realizing like how fast a bot wound kill can be sometimes, especially if you're fully loaded like this. So just realizing that she's armed to the teeth here, just go straight through bot wound. Again, just shows she knows her rando.
Yeah, that's pretty big for Colors. Winning this race will put Colors in the play-in race for to be in playoff contention. So I'm sure that's going to make them very, very happy.
Yeah, that's a strong runner next week in the playoff, play-in race.
30 supers will do the trick. We're going to pepper in some plasma beam shots, plasma wave charge shots here.
Yeah, at this point, I would get Ridley down to red and then just unload. Although Colors might know some more advanced math than me because she went to a very specific amount of shots. I don't know how many shots you do with like I know like the full beam numbers. I don't know like the weird ones.
Same. Plus, dude, if I have 30 supers, I'm wasting Ridley with 30 supers. I don't care.
Yeah, well, she didn't come in with 30. She had 19, so...
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. I would get Ridley the red, and then I know I can do 15 to finish the fight.
Yeah.
No, I guess we're not going to be seeing Springwall today. It's the only item we will not find either runner.
There's Crane says it's 30 shots with that beam. I rely on Crane in my chat, when I'm just casually practicing rando. Yo, Crane, what's the damage on this?
If you don't have Fun Tune, have Crane. Is that what you're suggesting?
Exactly.
Yeah, is there an add Crane command?
Oh, 30 is ice and plasma? Heckin'. Well, Crane usually knows what's up. I'm incredible in that. Ruya, you have bombs, dude. It would almost be great, like, to hear what the runners are saying while they're doing all this. I know I got some.
I don't think we could broadcast
words for seats like this when I'm playing.
Good lord, if I had open mic on SpeedGaming, this channel would get shut down.
Alright, so now Colors is going to have to find her way back to Red Tower. She knows where Turian is. Looks like she's, again, moving with that just deliberate, I'm going to crush this seed kind of movement here. And we have Red Bryn. Turian's just around the corner. And let's see how Colors manages, these Metroid rooms. We'll have plenty of PBs. Just so you all know, in all area rando, when you get on the Turian elevator, it refills Samus completely. And that's basically kind of needs to happen because how far out of the way the ship could be. And it would just be like routing-wise, it just makes way more sense for that in an area.
The first few area randos I played, I was like, oh, I can't go to the ship, so I would farm. And it actually, because I would always farm to full, it took me like 4 seeds to realize that. Because like, I didn't notice I was getting full up because I was already full. And like the 4 seed in, I'm like, oh, well, that's good to know, I suppose. I think the one time I didn't is I had full beam, so I finally didn't farm, and all of a sudden I see all my ammo go up. I'm like, well,
Yeah,
Ruya?
it definitely pays to know the settings. Yeah,
Oh my god,
Ruya,
Ruya doesn't have.
Varia. I know, I forgot too.
Yeah. Oh man. I think we had to save right beforehand.
And let's see how many supers we have. And he only has
Oh,
17
he saved
supers.
way back
That
here.
sucks.
Wow. I think, yeah, I saw this mentioned in chat before that Ruya might not have, like, has screw attack and stuff, so it's pretty safe. But if Ruya hasn't, like, practiced some of the randomizer, like, I've done it too, where I go into Ridley and like, I can kill Ridley, no problem. And like, oh right, I don't have high jump, and it's weird. It's pretty easy to just put in some wrong inputs and die to Ridley, so that's really unfortunate.
It is, and Color's doing some very
free
cool.
crate even. Oof.
Yeah, it's bad. Color's doing some shouldering of the Metroids to bop them off with screw attack, and yeah, Ruya, this is bad.
Yeah, I mean the one thing for like it didn't actually matter in the seed. I mean,
Ruya was gonna lose this one anyways, but
yeah, Ruya still had to go down to lower Norfair. But yeah, it's just, you know, tough. So unfortunate.
Color's just flexing on the Metroids. That's something, if you're not that familiar with the game, if you have screw attack on, the Metroids, when you are in a spin jump, will not be able to latch onto you, so Samus can just kind of shoulder them away. And that was pretty cool there. That way Colors is able to save a little bit of energy. But also with screw attack, if the Metroids are attached to you, if you're in a spin jump, you can't be damaged if you have screw attack. And Colors does not go for baby skip, going to damage down right here. And she should be a pretty fast, she's already down to one. I love it. It's going to be a really fast Turian end here, I would imagine.
Yeah, now that we're past the Metroids without ice, Mother Brain's going to be no problem.
Boy, I really wish Ruya hadn't died, but what a spectacular seed.
Yeah, I mean, not too bad. We're going to finish this one pretty good time. I think I was going to do it on a sub 10, which is really good time, especially again for how random this mode. It was just kind of like an up down, up seed. So we had to kind of like go down and then back up. It actually kind of had a structure similar to like a vanilla seed, where it kind of like, instead of just kind of being like convolutedly connected, there was like an overall structure where things were kind of like spread out a little bit more.
I still wanted to see Colors pick up those bombs and do that CF flash. She would have been a little further away from the Turian entrance by going down to Lower Norfair after that, but might have wound up with a little bit faster time.
Really, not this again.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it. We've already done this.
Best runner I've seen.
I'll tell you what, the night shift is really fun. I could kind of get used to this. This is neat.
Yeah, it's the speed gaming after dark. See, I fully admit Ruya is just a ton better than me, so I'm punching up on this one. So I'm like Kip, who punches down to me, makes fun of me.
That's it. I got Kuru, who gives me cheap shots about Rando, but he's usually right, so I can't complain. You know what? I've been practicing a lot of low ammo fights on Ridley and Mother Brain, on Ridley and Mother Brain, and I did. Never mind. But anyways, Colors damaging down, really quick Mother Brain fight. Got a nice beam combination right there.
Yeah,
fight is done.
Tanks for stand up. I think she might have taken a little damage beforehand, so just kind of was off the table. And, I mean, maybe could have reused the refill, but just going with taking the fight the safe way.
I'm a big fan of stand-up glitch. I am, but you know what? You're right. You know, if you're not,
I mean, with
it's better to damage down. And actually, yeah, this is good for Colors. Colors wasn't even sure if they were going to make it through the tournament. has had some issues and has been working through that. So really nice to see Colors have a very good tournament showing here. I'm certain going to be excited when she pulls off this W. Beating Ruya is no small feat. So let's hope she can make it to the ship on time and see how far Ruya can push this seed until Colors finishes.
I've got $5 on Colors coming in here, and her first comment being, "How did I win that race?"
That would have been my first comment, but I always feel like that any rando race I do.
Colors has also has been known to underestimate herself a little bit. So.
I think when you underestimate yourself, I don't know. I think some people it kind of gives them a give up, and other people it makes them fight just a little bit harder because they're like they have nothing to lose.
Is that so? Is that why you've been gassing me up?
I've been secretly practicing. My movement is now top tier, Duck. You'll be so impressed.
Colors finish off this mother brain.
Not sure what Ruya is doing. Is Ruya going to snail clip, hoping that speed is up here?
Yeah. X-ray actually makes snail clip a ton easier because you can just position the snail pretty easily.
Yeah, that was probably a good place right there. I think Ruya. I think the snail's a little too high.
Way too high.
Yeah.
You need its butt like down by these dots. Oop! Could have just waited for it to come around. Yeah, I think snail high jump makes it like 6 pixels tall versus 2, I believe, or something like that.
I only go for snail clip if I'm desperate. I've only made it a couple times.
Yeah, I think Ruya, again, I think this is
desperate is where I would be right now if I was Ruya, so yes, I would be trying this.
I will say this has been pointing out, because I'm pretty used to this because of SMZ3, where it's common, but it's actually way less common here because Full Countdown is a newer mode, and all the, like, this isn't a Chozo, this isn't a major, so, like, in most of the other modes, this is never really a thing. So this is a newer trick to the pure SMR runners, but Colors is going to be finishing here with a time of, looks like 106.22. GG to Vibrant Colors.
Yeah, GG. That was a solid race. Really good execution throughout. Very nice routing. The only real strong questionable play I think was not picking up bombs, but you know that's I guess depends on your feeling about that. But didn't hurt Colors. And yeah, GG. What a spectacular race.
And Ruya does forfeit slightly after with the death and just being set back so far. It makes sense. So we are now joined by the runners.
GG, y'all.
Yeah, GG. Whoever came in, I can't get Discord up. Colors is the first one in, and you are muted in case you were trying to talk.
Colors, GG, that was a spectacular race, and hopefully you'll unmute and you can talk to us about it. It's a big win. Well, I guess, I mean, we can keep talking, Duck, if you want to.
Yeah, she's having quick issues. She'll be back up in a sec. But yeah, fun race.
Oh, Ruya finally found his Varia suit.
Oh, no.
Second.
Yeah, it was right there.
Bad, man. Fire.
All right, can you hear us now, Colors?
Oh boy, I hope it comes soon. I love the interview part. I love hearing how the runners feel about the seed. That's like icing on the cake.
All right, I hear you now. Hi.
There you go. And we're unmuted too. And we're also joined by Ruya. GG's to both of you. It's a fun race to watch.
That was quite an incredible race. Then, like halfway through, we weren't even sure whose race it was going to be.
Yeah. Honestly, what it came down to was colors. We mentioned this throughout the race, but you were just constantly moving forward the entire time. This was kind of like the classic someone with the slightly more random experience versus someone with just a ton of execution ability. And like, even if like your plan wasn't necessarily the best or wasn't perfect, you were just confident every step of the way. You were constantly moving forward. Ruya actually missed the space jump and opted to not pick up the high jump boots too, so you had a pretty big item advantage too, and you just kind of leveraged that and just were able to come through off of that. So yeah, it was fun race to watch.
Yeah, I think Varia's suit was where we said like, yeah, this is Color's race to lose right there. That was the big play of the game, I think.
Yeah, it was still back and forth through the mid race. Once that Varia was found, it seemed to be much more in Color's favor.
I guess I will have to see that, so it means that we were doing completely different things, or... Because this seed felt extremely linear to me. The hand, you had to get Gravity in up and off, to get Varia in Meridia, to get as a check tool if you want that, or speed in low enough, or do a CF clip. Something. I don't know, it felt very linear to me, so I was not expecting to win because of that.
Yeah, we were kind of surprised that you did not pick up bombs, but fortunately for you, you found that Varia suit and made a nice route to Lower North Air and then back to Meridia with speed booster. So that ended up working out, and your routing was great. You must have kept track of what you were doing. Wow, good race.
I did indeed, if not part open, in which I write the transitions like the air and elevator transition, quick, type, so that I have the essential transitions. You see that I stopped a bit after Torian, for example, that sort of stuff. It's really important to keep track of that, because otherwise... where was Torian already? I saw it early. Could be 15 transitions. Yeah. And I do regret not picking up those bombs, by the way. I was thinking, why did I not pick up the bombs? Also, I was thinking about her running low on offer that is a while, because 2 major items there. Either ours that I get speed or highs. Speed was indeed right there to grab. I don't know, this was... It was something. Good seed, I like this seed.
Yeah, as far as how random this week can be, it seemed one of the more straightforward options.
Yeah, and we are also joined by Ruya. Ruya, GG. Thanks for the race. How do you feel about your performance? I mean, I know you lost, but
yeah. Hello and good game colors. Yeah, it was kind of tough for me. I'm still really inexperienced with rando, so I've like studied up on the logic, so I know like what sort of things are in logic or not most of the time. But like I'm not at a level where I can really like follow the logic yet. So it's difficult for me to play these, especially these area randos.
I think me and Colors will probably offer you the same advice as someone who's obviously just immensely skilled at this game. I've heard Colors talk about this too. We don't really worry about the logic. We just go, can we do this? And if we can, we're just like, sure, we're just going to go ahead and do it. Like stuff like, Suitless really is out of logic and that kind of stuff, but you're just going to kill him. Yeah. Speaking of, you did have a little issue with the Ridley. That wasn't the difference in the race. Colors was still ahead at that point, but still an unfortunate death to take.
One thing
I pretty much just
every so often you die to Ridley, just so happens. It's fine, I guess.
It was more or less.
I guess
I just got, kind of destroyed by the boss rando. Like, I don't know what it is about the boss rando setting, but I always forget to think about like one thing. So like, I was thinking about it potentially being Ridley, right? And I was like, oh, I have full beam combo. I have gravity suit. I'm okay. And obviously, like, I know that I don't have heat protection, but it just like skips my mind that you know, I'm gonna die if I go into Ridley without Varia. So
Yeah, especially with
I mean, with full beam or 30 supers, if you have 5 or 6 E-tanks, you could totally make it. If you're fast enough, of course.
yeah, I've been in Maria's situation. I mentioned this during the commentary too, but like me and like, you know, we both speedrun a ton too, and you're just so used to having like speed and high jump for Ridley, and you go like, ah, this is fine, and then you remember you don't have high jump, and like your movement's a little off, and all of a sudden you just kiss Ridley 3 or 4 times, and you're like, oh, that's bad. So, you know, just come again for like Ruya said, having a little less experience with the randomizer, just fighting Ridley without high jump boots, even with something like screw attack where you can be safe with it. It's something you got to practice and get used to too. So, like Ruya, obviously you can easily handle a pretty low tank Ridley fight, but just have to, you know, it's always important just to keep in mind what your exact, especially boots loadout is in that Ridley fight, because once Ridley starts going south without a suit, it goes all the way south.
I think sometimes I tend to disable speed if I don't have high jump for Ridley, because no high jump is fine, but having actually low jump boots is absolutely terrible. You want to jump on the wall and you just get 3 blocks high. That's not fast enough, come on. And I think it takes time to disable an item, but it's still faster than dying, that sort of stuff.
Well, I was actually kind of wondering, Ruya, what was your motivation for skipping high jump boots? Out of curiosity, was it just you felt that it would be too slow for Gauntlet?
Did you just forget they were high jump boots?
no, I remember they were there.
Oh, okay.
I guess like knowing there was
is the
only one major
tracker-
left in criteria, I just wanted to prioritize getting all the door transitions, and I figured it would maybe be likely that I'd be backtracking through criteria and then I'd go through Gauntlet, but it just never panned out that way with the routing.
Yeah.
Something else I'm noticing is that Ruya doesn't have space jump either. Wasn't that like in Green Brain style literally?
Yeah, it was at charge, and I don't think Ruya had enough power bombs, which again is another like rando experience thing. Is managing, especially early on, making sure you manage your power bombs really well. So, this was a very classic like very high execution runner versus you know, still a very good execution from you colors, but you definitely have more of the rando experience, and that was basically
I hope
the
it was still
difference.
fun to watch.
Oh no, it was great.
I hope it was still fun to watch, and I probably did like the content, that sort of things.
No, it was definitely back and forth. In fact, towards the middle, colors, you did like Croc first and everything, and Ruya sort of tackled Upper Norfair first. Ruya was actually the first person to gravity, and Ruya had the front of East Maria knowledge, so we thought that gave him the advantage at that point. And then I think Ruya, you ended up getting a little lost or something on the way back, or you weren't exactly
The
sure where to
front of
go.
East Maria knowledge, so they could have gone straight to Varia for all I know. That could have been really bad for me. I could just have ended it there.
Yeah, so there was definitely back and forth.
Randomizer got a random.
There was plenty of intrigue throughout
Yeah.
the entire thing. So yeah, no, this was a really fun one to watch. It was definitely up in the air until fairly late.
This is like 3 hours past my bedtime, and I'm so excited I stayed up for this. Seriously, it was a very compelling match, especially the first 45 minutes or so. It was top notch exciting. We had no idea who was going to be ahead. Both of you made a lot of really good decisions, and just kind of what it is. Sometimes one play ends up working out for a runner. The other runner doesn't necessarily make a bad play, but just makes a different one, and it just changes the whole shape of the race. So it was very exciting to watch, and I'm glad I was here for both. I was glad I was here for comps today.
We also got probably what's going to be my favorite clip of the tournament, where Kev was really gassing up Ruya, just talking about how great of a runner he is, and that just so happened to be when you were like spinning around in Meridia on the little grapple guy for like a minute at the same time. So it was perfect juxtaposition. I was very, very happy about it. So. But yeah, GG's to both of you. Like I said, really, really fun race to watch. Colors, you are going to be moving on, I believe, to the play-in race. I think the 5-2 is going to be the play-in race, and I believe 4-3 is going to be out of playoff contention for Ruya. So I hope you both have enjoyed the tournament so far. Colors, I think you still have a chance for the playoffs, and I believe Ruya, this will be it for you. So I guess final thoughts from both of you on the race and the tournament. I guess we'll start with Colors.
I mean, for me, I don't really know how it is gonna go for the rest. I understood that this is a selection of 16 players, but there's like, I don't know, with 5-2, if you take the people that are in 5-2, there's a lot more than 16 players. I'm not exactly sure how it's gonna be decided, if it's because or something. Oh. I made it much further than I expected initially, the tourney. Like, I was hoping to get 3 victories, something like that. One match with spicy content. I got that Xyclan was from in the game in a previous race, and since then I was just happy with whatever would happen. Honestly.
Yeah, yeah, gonna be in that playing race. I think you're gonna be someone to look out for. Definitely a strong random runner too. So, and Ruya, do you have any final thoughts on the race or the tournament overall?
I guess in my case, I'm kind of glad it's over, just because it's been a lot rougher than I thought it would be. I did put quite a bit of practice in the first couple weeks, but I definitely underestimated how difficult it was going to be to get to a certain level of competence, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Rando's no joke. Like we said, you're top runner. I believe you still have the GT Classic and Max GT World Record, so obviously a top runner. And yeah, Rando really throws some bizarre situations at you that you're not used to. So it's no joke to become good at Rando. So anyone
so that
who's
is
good
what
at
the
it
name was telling me. I knew the name from somewhere. I knew it was somebody really good, but I looked at speedrun.com real quick and I was there like, it's not a top 10 any percent, I think. So why do
Ruya's
I know
definitely
them?
top 10 any percent, I think, right?
I did. Okay,
Close
so
enough.
yeah, that's why I was scared of them, I think. But in the end, yeah, randomizers, especially with these settings here, area rando, boss rando, all that. That's a lot of, how do I say? There's the execution part of it, and then there's the planning aspect of it, and I would say that Ruya seems to be like top tier, elite champion, big boss execution wise. I mean, top 10 any percent, one record in GT Classic, you said? Meanwhile, me, I have a 50 minutes something, 56? And I just have everything on the planning side of things because I play a lot of randos. I think this is actually a really good formula for a good match. I really want to see this VOD, see how things turned out.
Yeah, like I said, fun race. I think that's gonna do it for us then. So again, GG's to both of you. Good luck on the play-in race colors, and Ruya, thanks for joining the tournament. Kev, I'll let you finish us up here then with any final thoughts.
Sounds great. Well, thanks everybody for watching. It was another spectacular race. We have more Super Metroid action coming for you up until Sunday. And once all the race results are in, then we will have our play-in race for all the runners to try to make the top 16 into playoffs. And I would also like to wish Duck good luck. So GLHF, and I hope you do well on our async race, and I will be anxiously awaiting the results. And thanks for doing comms with me tonight.
Yeah, no problem. And I guess we'll see you all next mission.
See you next mission.
Hey, make sure to follow the runners before that. Apatida, Kevna Sticks, Tracking, Captain Stack. Don't forget to follow the crew.
The runners, and thank you again.
I'm not letting you go away without that.
Thank you
so much to our tracker stack. The tracker is definitely the carries in this. So, but yes, I'm very rude and a bad person. But yes, we will follow the runners, follow the trackers, follow the commentators. Thank you very much, and we will see you next mission.
See you next mission.